I still remember the exact moment the world shifted beneath my feet. My phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, her name lighting up the screen, and something about the way it glowed made my chest tighten. I picked it up, expecting a casual message. Hey, I'm thinking of you, or some mundane joke we'd share. Instead, it read, I'm not coming home tonight. Things have changed. I stared at it, my fingers trembling. My mind raced. Things have changed. What did that even mean? Was she sick? Did something happen at work? I called her immediately. No answer. Then another text came, almost as if the first was just a test. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. I chose him. The room felt colder suddenly. My hands dropped to my sides, my heart hammering like a drum I couldn't stop. Him? Another man? The words echoed. Ridiculous, surreal, impossible. But there they were, as real as the ache in my chest. The signs had been there, subtle at first. A missed call here, a forced excuse there, late at work, just a friend. I told myself I was imagining it. I questioned myself, my judgment. Maybe I was paranoid, too insecure, but a gut instinct I couldn't silence whispered that something was off. Her phone, always so casually lying face up on the counter, was now tucked away, screen locked with new passcode. Her laughter felt strained, too loud at times. Even her scent, the familiar warmth I thought I knew, sometimes smelled like someone else. I started noticing the little betrayals, the things that didn't add up, messages left open too long, her smile fading when I entered the room, the way she glanced at her phone and quickly hid it. I tried to convince myself it was nothing. I wanted to believe in us. But doubt, once seated, grows like a weed. Then one evening, everything collided. I'd come home early from work, a rare day off, expecting to surprise her with dinner. The apartment was quiet, eerily so. My key barely clicked in the door before I heard laughter. Not hers, not anyone I knew, but a man's. My pulse spiked. I froze in the doorway. My eyes adjusted to the dim light of the living room, and there they were, her, smiling, sitting close to someone who wasn't me. His hand lingered too long on her shoulder, and she leaned into him like he'd always been there, like she'd been waiting. I felt sick. My stomach twisted, a combination of anger, disbelief, and heartbreak. For a moment, I wanted to scream, to break something, anything, but I couldn't. My voice felt trapped in my throat. I left without knocking, without a word. My car was parked outside, engine running. Yet I couldn't bring myself to start it. I sat there for what felt like hours, watching the light from the apartment flicker, listening to their laughter, each note like a nail in the coffin of everything I thought I had. The betrayal didn't feel cinematic, didn't explode in a single moment. It was quiet, corrosive, invading the cracks of our life. Memories I once cherished now stung. Her hand in mine during our first date, the lazy Sunday mornings we spent tangled in sheets, the whispered promises of forever. Every moment felt like a lie. The confrontation came later, not in rage, but in resignation. I waited for her to notice me, to explain, to cry, to beg. But when I finally spoke, my voice was calm, though my insides burned. I know, I said. She froze, eyes widening, searching mine for a hint of doubt. I know you chose him. She tried to justify it, fumbling over words. It's not what you think. I didn't mean to hurt you. Her voice cracked, and I saw the shadow of regret, fleeting but real. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Every sentence she said felt like a reminder that love wasn't always enough to hold someone in your life. I turned away then, stepping into the night. I felt the weight of grief, of loss, but also something else, a strange, quiet liberation. No more pretending, no more begging. She had made her choice. I had mine. Walking down the empty street, the cold air biting at my cheeks, I let the memories fade into the distance. Pain lingered, yes, but it was accompanied by clarity. I realized that loving someone who didn't love you back fully was not bravery. It was surrender, and I wasn't willing to surrender anymore. I didn't look back as the city lights blurred behind me. Didn't pause for one last glance at the life I thought I had. The betrayal had burned a path, but also cleared one. the path to my own self-respect, to a life where I wouldn't be half loved, half seen, half held. That night, I learned something about heartbreak and resilience, that sometimes the deepest love you can offer is the one you give yourself. And so I walked, each step heavier with loss but lighter with truth, leaving behind the echo of someone who chose another, and carrying forward the quiet strength of a man who refused to stay where he wasn't wanted.